to me if I try to DM them or anything. It's pretty funny to see Dkoldies try to still to this day say that they were never terrible. Like I still laugh about the fact that they kind of, I mean, I don't think they got away with anything, but I don't think their reputation is like really that bad anymore. But there's apparently like what's his face? Oh yeah, Lukey Games. That was the company. What's that other guy that used to do the videos from Dkoldies, and we used to talk about him? We'd watch his videos and then we'd like dude, I can't remember. Jacob R. Yes.
Yeah. Jacob R.
Dude, Jacob R. is still doing Dkoldy videos, and they're terrible. They're still terrible to this day. It's like I can't believe it. And they're pretending that they didn't have like, oh, we learned our lesson, we made mistakes. And it's like, well, do you want to talk about the mistakes? They're like, no, we made mistakes. We've moved on. I can't believe that company is still going on.
Well, because there's a bunch of normies, and the thing is that, like I said, their shadiness is they don't really. I don't know. Maybe they've done a little better now, but you said they're still terrible from the Jacob R videos, and they hide behind they cover their own asses with their warranty. They know that a lot of people are like soccer moms that buy them. Like, oh yeah, I remember I used to have a Super Nintendo. My husband will love it. And they buy like one game. If it works, that's all they think about. And they feel comfortable. They have the year warranty and they never go inside of them, because they're like, oh, who cares? You have the year warranty. That was their whole shit, Yeah,
actually, sorry, go ahead.
What was funny is that some YouTubers like, oh, you beat that to death. Not even like shady ones. I'm like, what do you mean? That was like compared to like me talking about PS5s being out of stock. That was nothing. You want to go into the PS5s being us making too many videos on that. I'll agree with you. But Dkoldies, I feel like we could have done more. But we were literally about to start another video. Then that was literally around the time my daughter got sick. You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, I remember the moment you messaged me and told me what was going on. I was just like, all right, that's, I don't think you and I talked much about it, but it was not good. That was like, okay, this is like,
yeah,
trying to gather my words for it without, I obviously, I think I knew about it before everyone else. And I was just like, this is really bad.
Yeah, she almost died. I mean, I could say that now. I didn't say it back then. It was completely out of left field too. I thought like when she was here, she was getting the flu. And I'm not going like, point being is that we had like a couple, I think one or two more Dkoldies, and then we were going to move on from it planned. And then obviously it didn't happen because of what happened, so.
Well, I was going to ask you, let's go on a lighter note here for a second. Do you have a favorite, like you and I did some fucking incredible intros on the news. If you thought for a second, what is the funniest that you had the most fun doing on any of those stupid intros we ever did? Do you have like do you have a memory of one that just made you like lose your mind? Because I don't think people know how that all worked out. Like let's talk about some fun things for the audience for a second. Like Carlos. Let's talk about the creation of Carlos. So first and foremost, where the fuck did Carlos come from?
That was someone who used to be here that was a farmer, and
what?
That was first. No, it's serious. Like it's not serious, but like there was a dude who was like talking about chickens, and that's when I first started taking pot. And I was out of my mind.
There's a farmer in the chat that inspired Kyle.
Yes, dead ass. I'm serious.
That's what's fucked up.
And I was like, I was just stoned as shit. And I was like, I want one of those birds to eat corn out of my ass. And he became Carlos the ass-eating chicken. And that's where Natsu, birds, yes. That's where birds emerge from. That's it. That's it. It's an absolutely ridiculous story that pretty much doesn't make any sense, but that's as accurate as far as I remember it.
Okay, so
the game. Neil Strauss, the game.
Yeah.
Easy.